can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice, honestly.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of, sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
The tackle made by Malik Hooker. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run again with Harris, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. This defense for the Cowboys, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Running it with their receiver, Cooper. The 20. 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Amari Cooper, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
47.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, when you got a guy who's a dual threat out of the backfield, go ahead and use him. And that's exactly what they've done on back-to-back plays here. Picked up big chunks of yardage, once in the air and once on the ground.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the 1st quarter, here's another good example.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. Agnew now to return, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's 3rd and 3. Powell changing the play here. Oh, design run for their wideout. And And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Steelers send out their punter now. Devontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. Seems they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Here we go, kill. Here we go, 46. 26.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 19-yard line.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 14. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Under.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation.
Taking it right down Broadway. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
A gain of 22 yards.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side with Harris. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. Powell going to audible to something else. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Steelers send out their punter now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Howell, he'll look to throw it. That's brought in downfield by London. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
26 yards. And the Steelers 1st down.
First down, Howell to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Cowboys nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Brings up 2nd and 16.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
3rd and long for Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. He's got room past the 30. And finally down at the 41-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. Hey, kill. Here we go, 47. Then we're going to 53. Hey, 47. 46.
Prescott now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. Prescott off play action. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On play action, Prescott. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? And which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Play action now, Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Second down, Howell now. It's caught, Cooper. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
6 yards. And it's third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Howell throwing on third down here. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go, 47. 47.
Prescott. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Here we go. Here we go, kill. Here we go, 46, 40. Here we go, 47.
Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Go, get out there, get out. Hey, 47. 46.
And again, it's Prescott. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, here we go. Hey, kill.
Lamb will go in motion. Run of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys! C.D. Lamb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, so that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get it. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Here's Howell. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Howell down to throw it. He's got his man, London, right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Throwing here, Howell. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And once more, Howell back to the air. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Prescott to throw it.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, kill! Hey, kill!
Here's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
2nd down, Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And Howe will throw it.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And the The defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And he fields it cleanly. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Oh, he's hit, the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You hate every fumble. You really hate that. You're going to have great field position, and then he coughed it up.
Boy, they went from elation to deflation in a hurry, didn't they? I mean, everything was working just right for them. That type of a return, that field position that they expected to have, unfortunately, none of it came through.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the give, this is Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken it around the 40. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46, 46.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He finds his man, Pollard.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, going to 50. Hey, 47. Here we go, 46. 46.
Here's Prescott.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Cameron Hayward in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll get it inside the 35.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Charles, in these lower scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover free from whistle to whistle.